see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, he need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it is on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gonna murder that.
Back again. What's good, guys? The Knicks podcast is the place to be. Some current event type of things going on here. I haven't done the pod in 3 days, which isn't so bad because I did like 6 of them last week. So content time, baby. Like my man Jay Tap popped in here as I showed him during the intro. 1 day closer to the season, man. This season is coming really fast. Pause. No Diddy. Shout out to Puff Daddy, man. But Puff Daddy's in a Brooklyn detention center, man. That's like that's a big thing, man. So I see a lot of people talking about it. One thing I gotta say, man, is that listen, man, you do things and you have to accept the consequences for things that you do. Period. So I mean, I feel bad that anybody will get themselves in trouble, but if you did something and it's illegal and you hurt people, man, then what the hell? You gotta suffer the consequences, man. But yeah, man. Without further ado, I didn't want to get into that at all, but that just popped up in here, man. But I'm thinking about Trav B. Ryan, man. Trav B. Ryan is the one that does the Die Hard Knicks theme song. So I feel like every episode or every once in a while, somebody always hits me up, yo, who is that guy that did who's on that thing? Is that you rapping on there? I said, no, that's Trav B. Ryan. So I mean, I've been meaning to big him up for the longest, man. But let me do this on the side here. I'll just pull it up and I'll just type it right up on my Instagram here. So it's Trav, right? Trav B. Ryan Music. There you go. So for those that want to know, that's him right there. Trav B. Ryan Music. He's really good on Twitter also, man. So if you like to like Nick content, he posts a lot of Nick content on Twitter. But this is basically all the stuff that you see on Instagram. This is all his raps and stuff. He does like raps about various different things. Some of his popular stuff is Zodiac stuff, man. So he does Zodiac stuff. Just a dope artist, man. So this is his channel, various different things, that he posts on here. Most of the stuff is usually like his artwork, his art, with his raps and stuff. So please support Trav B. Ryan and his music. You can find him streaming on all platforms too, all music platforms. He has actual songs on all the streaming platforms, man. So please check him out. But that's Trav there. So without further ado, we kind of get into some other stuff here. But Die Hard Knicks in the place to be. Shout out to Robert Torres. He's watching. Also, he said the original speaks watching you for years. So glad our squad made it to the top. No doubt, man. So I'm glad I got a chance to read that before we started, man. So I definitely appreciate, a lot of the long-term, watchers of the channel, even the ones that used to listen to the audio podcasts and stuff. Audio podcasts were a little bit more sketchy, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? I used to play a lot more music and stuff because they weren't really flagging me for music and stuff. But YouTube ain't playing. So I can't really do the stuff that I was doing there, man. But thank you, everyone that's been following me for so long. As you know, 2018, that's when I first started the pod. So it's been a while now. We've been at it. So, once again, to thank everybody that's been watching for this whole time. Definitely appreciate it. Let's get into the Knicks stuff, man. We got a birthday to announce here. This is Precious. Today's Precious' birthday. So, Precious has, it's like one of those seasons where, it's not a make or break kind of season, but it's like, the Knicks are starting to win. So he wants to be a part of it. So whatever work that he's been putting in the off season, he's got to show up in in the real games and stuff. So a lot has been said about these mixtapes and stuff. So I will talk about a mixtape in this pod too. So so just tune in for that. But Precious put out his own mixtape, shooting jump shots and stuff like that. And people are like, oh, look at he got to shoot more threes next year. But my thing is like if I showed you my mixtape, you would probably think that I'm Larry Bird out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really miss that much either when I'm like when I'm just shooting around the park. If you have a good jump shot, your jump shot is gonna go in if nobody's around. Put somebody to defend me. Put like thousands of people in the stands. Make me catch, make me dribble with defense on me. It's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Precious has to prove. Precious has to prove his skill set can translate, more consistently on the basketball court, man. So that's one thing that he needs to prove. He has yet to prove it yet, man. He has a lot of talent, man. You want to talk about? I thought he was a small forward, to tell you the truth. When he came out of high school, he's more like a dunker slash a dunker kind of thing, small forward type. But he's like basically a center in today's NBA, man. So I just thought his skill set would have been a little bit more finesse, but he does have a little bit of finesse. Yeah, he has a little ups to him also, but he's a power forward, man. So he has to start to prove that. He did play some really good defense in the playoffs, but he also disappears a lot too, man. He disappears sometimes. You forget he's on the court, so that's one thing that he needs to do, man. So moving along here. The 90s, man. So, the MSG posted this thing about the 90s. It's really like the 2000 Knicks. This says we got the 2000 Knicks Heat Eastern Conference Finals Game 6 Classic on MSG at 7 p.m. So that's actually happening right now, man. So for those that want to watch that, everyone keeps talking about the 90s. Most of the people that saying they want to bring the 90s back weren't even alive then, or they were just born when it happened. Because I have a sister, she's 29, gonna be 30 in a couple months, and she wasn't even born, or she was just only 1 years old when this game happened here. You know what I'm saying? So we got 30-year-olds now that are talking about the Knicks and the 90s and stuff like that. They weren't even aware at the time, you know what I'm saying, for them to even talk about the 90s and that type of thing. So the thing with the 90s is always talks about enforcers and toughness and all this other stuff, defense and playing hard, and we need to get like like a what do you call it? Like a goon. We need to get goons. You guys don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Most young fans don't know what the hell you're talking about when it comes to that, because today's NBA don't really have no goons. We have a lot of bullies and a lot of fake tough guys in today's NBA, but back in the days, it was just literally a tougher game. And people say what they want to say, oh, the athleticism and the skill set and all this other stuff. The 90s guys couldn't mess with our guys now. It was just a different game altogether. And like if you weren't tough, you didn't play. It didn't matter how nice you were, because the Knicks had plenty of players that were nice. Like in today's NBA, they probably would have been more successful. But back in the days, you needed to be like an asshole. Everybody was an asshole. Even guys like Chris Dudley that got pushed by Shaq famously. He's been the tough guy also. If you look at his career, 2 blocks per game, seven rebounds, 7 points off the bench kind of thing, and in minimal minutes. The guy used to be like a rough and tumble guy. He was a really good center in the NBA, Chris Dudley. You know what I'm saying? Not going to be scoring 20 points per game, but if you played him a lot of minutes, he will get you a double basically, and he will block a lot of shots. Chris Dudley was that good. But it was that type of player that was successful in the 90s. So when people keep saying bring back that, you don't want that because you don't. Because everybody wants to see 3-point shooting. Because the same thing like when they say bring the 90s back, they keep talking about, hey, Precious, we got to see him get more threes this year. You know what I'm saying? So let's bring back the 90s Knicks. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. The people don't really don't know what they're talking about, man. So, one person that does know what he's talking about is our guy, Stephon Marbury. So he's been popping up on the timeline a lot, especially on the Knicks account, doing question and answers and that type of thing, just giving his commentary in Knicks commercials, promoting the team and stuff. So I just think that's amazing. But one thing that needs to be said about Marbury is that, he's famously known for that Vaseline shit. So that's like one little blip on the radar of his life, that he went through that. He basically had a nervous breakdown in front of everybody, which is a shame, because, like I've had breakdowns, in the past, but I didn't have a camera in my face. You know what I'm saying? There is one instance where I did do something online with it one time, and it's embarrassing, whatever. You can't take it back, but you're grown up, you just get over it. Oh yeah, I did that. Fuck it. Fuck you too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm quite sure that's the energy that Marbury brings. Outside of that, the guy has had a great career. He should be in the Hall of Fame. As soon as they get a chance to vote him in, he should be in the Hall of Fame. It shouldn't be like wait. He shouldn't have to wait either. He should be first bucket all of Famer for this guy. But anyway, he's just saying that if you aren't standing up on October 25th, which is the beginning of the season, everyone will see you. This is real, and this energy is real. I could feel it. Can you feel it? They can't feel it because they aren't like us. Everyone is a team for themselves. But we are New York. We are New York. You know, kind of like a little broken statement there, but you kind of just get the energy, and you know how Marbury talks. So this is basically how New Yorkers talk. The way Marbury talks, the way is the way I talk. You kind of just talking a broken language. You really don't, you forget what you're saying half the time because that's the way New Yorkers talk. We just have a way of talking with your hands. Talking with the way just the way that we speak. The energy is always there. Even when Marbury was going through that stuff, you know what I'm saying. And even when he was going through all the stuff that he was going through while he was with the Knicks, all the negative things that was happening, he still was like, "Yo, let's go Knicks." Even when he was off the team, he was still talking about the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? So he's this guy is like a crazy Knicks fan, like just like most of us. That even though you might have a bad relationship with the team or something negative might be happening, you're still a New Yorker through and through, and the Knicks is still in New York, and you always will be a Knicks fan no matter what. And just for him to play for the Knicks, and like I said, went through losing seasons and might have had a bad breakup between them. He still loves the team so much, man. So big up to Stephon Marbury, man. But most definitely with all the stuff that he's been doing recently, and just the stuff that he will do in the future, man. This guy is an icon in New York, and we need to treat these guys this way. This social media shit, tends to like to get on the bully campaigns, where it's funny to make fun of somebody and put them down and just remind them of all the bad things that they did. And then when they die, oh, he was great. He was this, that, and the other. He was this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to get off of that. When people do great things, we need to acknowledge it. Or the flaws along with the accolades, man. So Stephon Marbury is a great player, great Nick, and great basketball player, and Hall of Fame basketball player as well. You're talking about basketball Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Of the world, high school, college, professional, and over there in China, overseas too, man. So ambassador of the game, global game. So definitely got to say that about Marbury. Sliding on down here, man. This is the New York Post, man. So the New York Post, you're talking about opportunities to work for publications or something like that. The New York Post works very closely with SNY and stuff like that. So when I say bad things about the Post, it kind of hurts my heart because it would be cool to get involved in that, in some kind of way. But then you see stuff like this, man. So I mean, they did it. I'm not sure if it was them, but it might have been them that posted about Julius Randle's house when on where he lives at. So I know exactly where Julius Randle lives, and I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So here goes Deuce McBride. He has a new NYC pad, luxury pad for $15,000 a month. Okay, and then see inside. So if you click the thing and they actually show pictures of where the motherfucker lives, how his apartment looks and stuff like that. The staged apartment, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And how much it costs. I know exactly where he is. You know what I'm saying? He's basically on by the West Side Highway in like in the teens. So it's kind of fucked up that they put that out there. I know it's public thing. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. It's like you gotta have like do we have to do that to the kid? And another thing too, he's renting. It's not like he's owning or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So New York is expensive. It's very hard to own something. So you're talking about like 180,000 per year. That's good for the salary that he's making now, man. But I'm just saying all that now, just connecting the dots is that quietly this kid is going to be on the trading block. If he balls out to the point where we could possibly trade he might actually make the Knicks trade another guy. But at the moment, start of the season, this is the guy that's going to get traded if we're going to make a trade to get a better player here. So I mean, that's a conversation for another day. But I threw Giannis into the conversation in the last pod that I had with State. I threw Giannis in there because I think the Bucks are going to be a team that's going to start floundering. It might not be this year. It could be this year, or it might be next season. You know what I'm saying? Or during the offseason or something like that, where Giannis asks for a trade. He wants out of the Bucks because the Bucks are not getting better. You know what I'm saying? So he could be part of that where we make a deal to try to get Giannis. And the Knicks have assets. So you can't say that we can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So anything is possible in this NBA. But I think it's cool. I love to see the kid getting it. You know what I'm saying? Doing good. He's been doing a lot of media stuff also, man. So it's really good to see everyone knowing his name and knowing who he is. But I don't need to know where he lives, man. What the fuck is that about? So anyway, how is this guy living? Freaking Jericho Sims, bro. Look at this guy. Jericho Sims looks like if it looks like the dad's worst nightmare. You know what I'm saying? He's a nice kid. You ever see him talk? He seems like a very respectful kid, whatever. But just like like his pictures are kind of intimidating a little bit. He almost like kind of reminds me of like back in the days, Eric B from Eric B and Rakim. Eric B was the DJ, Rakim is the MC. But Eric B had that menacing face, but he actually was a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? But he just had that menacing face every time he took a picture. So this is what he has. Just scrolling down here, man. It's just like this is your worst nightmare as a dad. I'm trying to say, like if your daughter is like 5'3", just a regular size young lady, and she brings home this big motherfucker, you're like, oh no. Anyway, I just think it's cool to see the kids shining too. Same thing like Deuce McBride. One picture that just brought me to this I mean, this picture here is kind of nice too, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is just a young kid doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I like to see it. But this is him working out and stuff. So I'm not really getting into that. But I really wanted to show you these pictures here, where he's like on vacation or something like that. Beautiful place where he's at. But these pictures here, man, this is like like he's just like what do you call? He just letting you know. He just put it out there. Look, listen, I'm ready. I'm single and ready to mingle, man. So this picture right here is something else here too, man. So I'm just scrolling down here. I know it sounds a little weird, man, but I'm trying to segue into the actual basketball talk, man. But that's Jericho Sims, man. He's going to be very important this year too, man, because he has the same opportunity that Precious has to get better and become part of the rotation, and possibly, could possibly build himself up to the point where he can be traded for, like, say, like a superstar like Giannis and whatever. He can be good enough to be placed in a trade, or maybe be good enough to keep around, and we don't need to make a trade like that. So I mean, just things to throw around there. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this shit, man. Marcus Morris is back, bro. So this is cool. This is Marcus Morris on Instagram. I mean on Twitter, excuse me. This is Mook Morris 2. So Mook is his nickname. This is some of the burners account, Mook's senior burner account, and then you got the Morris Muse and stuff like that. You can go through that if you want. I'm not following him I am following him on Twitter there. So I just followed him on Instagram if I'm not mistaken. But this is the stuff here. It's a 1-year contract, but it's an Exhibit 9. So that doesn't mean it's a guaranteed contract. So he has to actually make the team. One thing about Marcus Morris is he's 35 years old. He's not the same Marcus Morris that was here the last time when he averaged 17 points per game. So that's one thing that I need to point out also. That's the reason why I'm even talking about it, is because he's not the same Marcus Morris. He's much older. He's not going to be relied upon to score a lot of points, even minutes wise. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck is he playing, because he shouldn't play over Precious. You know what I'm saying? Because Precious, even though you might whatever think about Precious a certain way, I think Precious is a better player than Mook Morris in general, and just the athleticism and stuff like that. Leadership wise, I think Mook Morris will be nice to have on the bench as a 15th man. I think having him around and having him on the bench is important. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see what the Knicks do, because we can't keep everybody. So this is the sham alert here. It says just agreed to the 1-year contract. This will be his 14th season, man. So he's been, like I said, he's been around for a while. Most of these guys, they got all these tattoos and stuff like that. I think that plays into their longevity also. So guys start to slow down as the year goes by. I like to say these tattoos are kind of like messing it up, because these guys are like much more strong and athletic as time goes on. I just think them doing that to their bodies, weakens their immune system. To me, I just think that. You know what I'm saying? You're just not able to sustain yourself longer, because your body's constantly fighting that. That's just my opinion. I don't know if you guys think the same thing. But anyway, whatever with the tattoos and stuff here. But this is what he posted on Instagram here. He posted it on Instagram. He said, "Like I never left." So it's cool. But like I said, he's not the same kid. He's on 35. He's a little older now. So like I said, he's not going to be relied upon to score a lot of points and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the defense and being an asshole, that's exactly what he brings to the table, because you look at pictures like this, getting in guys' face, like, this is Millsap here when he's with the Clippers, getting in Millsap's face, things like that. So this is what you were relying on him on. So this is what people like to talk about when they say, oh, we need to get a goon and this stuff like that. You want to see a player spitting in the guy's mouth while he's talking to him. You want to see chest bumping. You want to see, I got a hard foul. You want to see me turn around and get all pissed off and stuff like that. You know what people want to see? People want to see this. They want to see bang, hit a guy in the head with a ball for no fucking reason. That's what Marcus Morris brings to the table. Just an intimidator, an asshole. Somebody that, if you put Marcus Morris in the game, like if Marcus Morris ever get any burn with the Knicks, it's because we're trying to hurt another player on another team. You know what I'm saying? But just this here, this kid, he was like shocked. This is an old edit of mine. I posted here. It has sound and stuff, but you don't really need to see that. But see him hitting the guy in the head with the basketball. Then the guy's like, "What the fuck?" So after he hit him the first time, as once you see he throws a ball, then he gets right into his face. Was he gonna kiss him? What the fuck? I can never understand that. So when it comes to stuff like this, like you're not really gonna fight. This is not the street. You know what I'm saying? So you get in the guy's face. It's like, yo, man, get him out. Like you're not gonna really push him because you don't want to fight. You just want to play basketball. So this extra curricular stuff. I really don't like it. But Marcus is gonna bring this to the table in practice. That might be a factor to make us tougher. Like I said, if we ever see him playing in any meaningful minutes, I think Marcus Morris is because we're trying to do something to somebody on the opposite side. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But in my opinion, if Marcus Morris is playing meaningful minutes, I think that's just not a good sign there for what we got going on with the Knicks. Taking a look at what he did in his career here, Marcus Morris. He's a twin. He has a twin brother. His name is Markieff Morris. That's his twin. His brother's still playing also. But projected stats if he played 36 minutes, which he will not. You're talking about 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. So that was basically the same stats that he had when he was with the Knicks, man. 37% from the three, that type of thing. The last when he was with the Knicks, like I said, he averaged 17 points per. No, excuse me, he averaged 19.6. So I said 17. He actually averaged 19.6. So that's incredible, actually. You know what I'm saying? 19.6 is a lot of points for a guy, but he didn't play the whole season. He got traded that year. As time goes on, he averaged 13, 15, 11. Last 3 years, like I said, he's getting older. In year 34, 6, 6, and 5. He played for Philadelphia and Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't really get a lot of minutes, 17 minutes per game. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about rebounds, only 2 rebounds per game. You want to talk about assists. The assist is not even a full assist. So he's not going to contribute a lot of stats, even in the minutes that he brings. The defense, like I said, the leadership, the trolling and stuff like that. That's what Marcus Morris will bring to the table. So I mean that's a good asset to have on your team. But like I said, if Marcus Morris is playing heavy minutes for us, then I think that we did something wrong there, man. Can we be successful if he plays a lot of minutes? Maybe, but I'm just thinking about the Knicks roster and stuff like that. If I can click it really quick, click the Knicks roster. Where are these guys playing? You're looking at, like I already mentioned, guards and stuff like that, but looking at the forwards and stuff, you got Marcus Morris there now. Now you're talking about Jacob Toppin, you're talking about Okime, you're talking about Precious. Now you're talking about guys like OG. You got Puck Holmes there too. You got Mikal Bridges. Who else you got? You got Bates Diop. You got what else? Jericho Sims. You got Randall. You can even throw Mitchell Robinson in there, for like the forwards and stuff. So just show these roles here. Look at all these players here. We're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys fighting for the same minutes. Because Marcus Morris can play small forward too. So you're talking about like all these guys here fighting for the same 2, 3 positions. So right off the bat, Julius is going to play. Mitch Robinson, Mikhail's going to play. OG's going to play. Precious, you would think would play. Jacob Toppin. All these guys got something to prove. But where are they going to fit in the rotation? Guys are not going to play 5. Oh, he could play 5 to 10 minutes a game. Like what kind of production are you going to get from a guy playing 5 to 10 minutes a game? You know what I'm saying? So these guys are all emergency types. These guys are all locker room presence, all practice players. To better bottom of the bench guys to help us get to where we need to go. And I just think that that's what we need to focus on when we talk about these players especially going forward and entering the season. So I just think that's pretty cool. So before we get into the next thing, let me just say what's up to y'all. See if a few people popped into the chat. We got David L in the place. He said, let me drop this here real quick while I'm doing that. He says, Thibbs be holding Precious back for weak game, bum Mitch. Yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to like production and minutes and stuff. Because I mean, if you play Mitch, if we're playing a team that's going up and down and stuff like that, or if they start playing Hack and Mitch, or if it's just a situation where we just need more skill on the basketball court. Hartenstein brought that, which we'll get into in a second. But we're gonna have to play Julius a lot at the center. If we do that, it's gonna get a lot of success. So we're gonna end up playing a lot of small ball with Tom Thibodeau with this group. Is that a bad thing? No, because basically the Boston Celtics won with small ball. They had Kristaps. Kristaps is a tall guy, tall, productive dude, 7'3", but he plays small. You know, so and plus he wasn't even there to win the championship. He was hurt the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's possible to win a championship with a small ball lineup. The Knicks have the thing about the Knicks have a really great defensive team. And if Julius Randle is back to his old ways, shenanigans with the 20, 10, and 5, then him playing center with OG, Josh Hart, and Mikal Bridges and those guys in the mix, then we should be fine, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. So it definitely is on Thibbs all the way. I know I got you, David L. He says, no need for more for no need more dunks, more power. So I get what you're saying. Having Mitchell Robinson, people say, "Oh, we need to throw him on. We need to give him more lobs. He's a lob threat." Listen, man, I think we're beyond that. Where do they do lobs in Boston? Does the Boston Celtics don't run lobs? They don't have like a offense where they're trying to get guys lobs. You don't try to get the worst player, one of the worst players on the team lobs. There's other players on the roster that needs buckets. You know what I'm saying? You don't see guys, oh, we need to get this guy lobs, to get him more involved. That's bullshit. The best players must play. You know what I'm saying? The team that the Celtics played, I don't even know who they played. They played Dallas, right? So Dallas was have lob threats and stuff like that. So I thought that's a detriment to what they do. Giving a guy like Luka those options where there's like lob threats and you got to worry about kicking out to 3-point shooters and cutters and that type of thing. That fits into their mix. But as you can see, the Celtics were able to overpower them with their offense, and they still play good defense. So that's tough to do. That's tough to deal with. And I think the Knicks are bringing a better defense to the table and just the same amount of 3-point shooting, and just overall skill across the roster is so much better than the Celtics, I believe. So like a team like this, like Dallas, they probably have still more problems with how the Knicks play and stuff. So just kind of talking it out. Hit him up, says what's up. He says, what makes you think Marcus Morris is going to make the team in training camp? Yeah, man, he's actually going to be 36, right? You said he's 36. Where's he at? His birthday is September 2nd, so his birthday's coming right around the corner. He's going to be 36 September. Well, he just turned 35. Okay, so it is September. I don't even know what day it is. So he just turned 35. So he turned 35 17 days ago. So I mean, what makes anybody think he's going to be part of the rotation? It's going to be tough. Definitely going to be tough to get him in the mix. But like I said, having him in there as that 15th man, 14th, 15th man, where he's never going to play, but he's going to be on the bench, being an extra coach, making sure if anybody's acting like a bitch, make sure that he gets in their face. If something happens where we need to throw an enforcer out there or throw a monkey wrench into the plans, then you put Marcus Morris out there, let him fuck shit up for a little while, let him get under somebody's skin or whatever, take him out. Saying just to cause that trouble and then bring our normal guys in there. I think that's what his role should be at this stage of his career. And I think it's like the Knicks haven't had that in a long time where we could just throw somebody in there just to fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? Deuce McBride is going to have to be that this year too. Just out of necessity. You know what I'm saying? Just because we really to have, the minutes are going to be funky, man. I'm trying to tell you. It's really up to Thibbs there. So David L's talking about Deuce. Yeah, man. It's cool to see the kids shining, but we don't need his address posted in the New York Post, man. It's just ridiculous. On Dios again, what up? What up? On Dios is always here. He's a little late today, but I definitely got to say what's up to him. Always showing the subscribe and all this other stuff in the comments for the kid. Definitely appreciate it. I always show him, but let me do it now since I've already been looking at Instagram and stuff. But check out On Dios here. Where you at? There you go. On Dios, right up there. All I got to type is on. This is his channel here. So I am following him. As you can see, he posts a lot of Nick content, a lot of funny stuff. He's starting to post his face and stuff too, which I think is cool. But a lot of Nick memes and stuff like that. So a lot of good content, man. So please follow him on his channel. He's getting up there with the followers too at 37,000, man. So shout out to the kid. A lot of work, 929 posts, man. So definitely big respect to the kid there. What else we got going on? Taj, he getting them Taj. Yeah, I don't know. Taj Gibson was playing real minutes, man. Taj Gibson should not be playing in the NBA. He's still in Charlotte, but the only reason why you put Taj in there is if you need him to go in there to fuck shit up, and that's exactly where Marcus Morris is at the moment. So it could be a good thing. So everybody playing 5 spot. Bum Mitch will be out the beginning of the season. He's still hurt. Yeah, man. So I mean, I am just not a fan of Mitchell Robinson. I can see how he can contribute, but he's a bench player to me, man. I don't care how athletic he is, or how he can disrupt a game defensively. He doesn't do it enough for me to warrant him like that. This praise, because I mean he's not Ben Wallace, fam. You know what I'm saying? Ben Wallace is not a good offensive player and whatever, but Ben Wallace used to dominate the game defensively, and he was a leader. He would talk out there. You could hear him on the microphone talking, Ben Wallace. You know what I'm saying? So, he might not be able to score, he might not be able to do this, that, and the other. And he was short, but he was strong as fuck, and he played really good defense. You needed him out there, even though he couldn't make free throws and stuff like that either. But you needed him out there because he was a smart basketball player, really smart, and he impacted the game big time every single night consistently. And Mitchell Robinson just doesn't do that, man. And I just, when people call him a beast and all this other stuff, the block nest monster. I mean, it's like, it just hurts my heart, like I said, because people keep talking about the '90s Knicks. That's why I mentioned it earlier. You want the '90s Knicks, man, but you don't even know what it is. You don't even know what it is to have the '90s Knicks. So just weird stuff, man. But I just wish that I just wish that shit would stop, man. Anyway, back to on Theos. He says, Big Fats. He wants to see them come at JB now. I got you. Got Manny in the place. He said, Marcus, teach Mitch how to. Yeah. That's the thing. Shout out to Mitch Robinson. Let's look at Mitch Robinson real quick. Every episode, it seems like I'm picking on the kid. It reminds me of my son. I just finished yelling at my son because let me tell you something about my son, my 10-year-old. You know what he did? Last night. Hey, did you do your homework? Say, yeah, I did my homework, and so why you shouldn't be playing video games on the weekend? Oh, but I finished my homework. Okay, where's your homework at? Oh, I don't see it. It's not in my book bag. Why isn't it in your book bag? Oh, I don't know. I must have put it in somebody else's book bag. And then, oh, where's your iPad? Where's your school iPad? Oh, I don't have that either. I must have put it in somebody else's. This is the type of stuff that you talk about a little kid. He's 10. You know what I'm saying? So you expect him to do things like that, but you're gonna tell him about it. You're gonna tell him about it. You're not just gonna ignore it like it's not, like he's not doing it, and then say, oh yeah, my son's a beast in school. He's doing this. He's doing so good. You know what I'm saying? If the dude has flaws or if he has trouble, you have to say something. You can't just ignore his flaws and then try to make everybody else think that your kid is so great. You know what I'm saying? That shit is fucked up. That shit is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You got to call out how you see it, and if something's going on, you got to check it at the gate. So today, he has some issues today too. So I had to yell at him today. Send him to his bed early actually. Because he started crying all over this damn video game stuff. Video games during the week. You're not supposed to play video games during the week. That's it. School is here. You need to concentrate on your schoolwork. You know what I'm saying? Same thing like Mitchell Robinson. The season is coming here. You can't make free throws still. So I went on a tangent, but let's go to Mitchell Robinson once again, just to make the point. How long this motherfucker been in the NBA, bro? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's entering year 7, my G. He's been in the NBA since he was 20 years old. He's about to be 25. When does he turn 26? He is 26. He turned 26 in April. So Mitchell Robinson is 26 years old, fam. He's going to turn 27 during the season, and the motherfucker can't make free throws. He's actually getting worse. 40% from the free throw line. He started off his career at 60%. Now he's at 40%. That motherfucker should not be playing. The field goal percentages. Wow, 69%, 74. Last year's 57. How do you shoot 57% from the field and all you do is dunk? Tell me about it, please. Points per game is down. His minutes is down a little bit, 24, but that's because Hartenstein was playing so damn good. But he split the minutes with Hartenstein, only averaged 5.6 points per game. It's just annoying to me. Offensive rebounds aside, so what? The dude is not a good basketball player, and he's not a leader in any shape or form. You know what I'm saying? So little things like that, like I said, you have to be real. And let's talk basketball. I don't want to talk about your fantasy. I don't want to talk about the fantasy that you have. Because if you want to talk about fantasy, we could start at the beginning of the podcast when I was talking about Puff, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy or whatever. And I was talking about his situation. You want to talk about fantasy? We can talk about that fantasy if you want. You know what I'm saying? But this is reality. We have to deal with reality. I don't know, man. Yeah. Deal saying what up, saying thanks and stuff, no doubt. David Ellie said we need pressures on Thibbs. Good side, Thibbs. cut his minutes. I mean, David L, man, you need to get hooked on phonics, my brother, man. I'm trying to show you some love, but yeah, grammar is worse than the way that I talk, man. But anyway, definitely, you definitely got to get himself together. Tibbs got to get the minutes together. But these players, they got to bring it too, man. So it is what it is. We definitely got Marcus Morris on the team, so that's cool. But let's get into the last part. This is the last part I want to bring up here. I kind of like long-winded here today. But this is Hartenstein, the Hartenstein mixtape. This is the Hartenstein mixtape that's been going around. I know I've been telling you guys that people have been reposting the video and then putting it up with their little tag and stuff like that, but they didn't tag the person that actually posted the video. So thankfully the video comes up when you take it off. Their actual name is in the video, floating around the video. Thank God that Instagram does that, because then it gives the video person credit. So the video came from Kenny Ellis TV. So Kenny Ellis TV, he does content here, basketball content. He has 34,000 followers, man. So if you're gonna steal his content, at least follow him. You know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of NBA videos and stuff like that, of people training and various other different things too, man. So shout out to Kenny Ellis TV, for what he brings to the table there, and for bringing the that video to us here, bringing this video to. So I mean, let me get to a video that maybe you can see a little bit bigger. Put it onto Twitter here. So this is the actual video, man. Let's get into this real quick. Sheesh, on my eardrums. But as you can see, like, Hartenstein can really dribble. This is against like semi-pro talent here. This is against guys that are like has played pro, maybe college or whatever it is. This is like high level talent here. Not all-star talent, but this is pro level talent. And he's doing stuff that he did in the NBA. He did that in the NBA with the Knicks. He ran the full court, dribbling up the court. I've seen him do that plenty of times. We've all seen him do that. Him posting up on the inside, we've seen him do that plenty of times. It's against inferior talent. Now, I don't think that's inferior. I think that's the center from Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken. I can't think of the dude's name, but you can't really see faces too well here. But Hartenstein being able to dribble around is not something new. Him being able to shoot a jump shot is not new either. You know what I'm saying? Look at him, looking like a guard. He's able to do that. He did that during the season. You know what I'm saying? Being able to create his own shot and that type of thing. So he can do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just posting this because this is going viral here. How does that affect the Knicks? It doesn't, because we weren't going to pay for him anyway, because he got a big check. But if Oklahoma City allows him to get loose like this, you know what I'm saying, playing their style of basketball, he's going to really, really surprise a lot of cats. This upcoming season here, man. So one player I like to talk about. Oh, guess what? Mitchell Robinson. So this is the video that Mitch Robinson went viral a couple years ago, with him doing the same thing, doing a lot of dribbling and stuff. Once again, let me turn the sound off on my end. So he's shooting threes. Everybody's like, wow, look at those threes that he can shoot. Wow, the Knicks need to make him shoot more threes this year. Look at him dribbling between the legs. Wow, man, he can do all that stuff. Wow. That was the comments when people saw this video here. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it looks like he's playing with a bunch of his cousins. These guys that he's playing against are not NBA players. These guys, they look like they're just guys that were in the gym that day. And he's crossing them over, running up the court, dunking on guys half his size, going in between the legs. This one move where he did like a sham guard is so funny. You know what I'm saying? The guys are not trying to play defense. Here goes the sham guard. Look at the sham guard. What the crazy sham guard with the three-point shot. What? So just because of this video does not mean that Mitchell Robinson should start doing this in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the immediate reaction is to this video when people saw the Hartenstein video. Oh, he doesn't do that. When he starts the season, he's gonna go back to the same dumb shit he was doing before. That's hating. That's legit hating right there. You know what I'm saying? That's legit hating, because Hartenstein was absolutely better than Mitchell Robinson last year. You want to talk about injuries or whatever. He absolutely was better than him. But saying this video here that oh, this is just whatever, he's gonna go back to his regular. He actually played like this during the season. In no shape or form did Mitch Robinson ever do this in the NBA. Step back threes against no name talent in a gym, that's a random gym somewhere in probably Louisiana or whatever. It's ridiculous to me. But I just love the double standard. Yeah, look, Mitch Robinson is the greatest player ever, right? He's a beast. We need to get him to shoot more threes in the game. But then you see the same video from Hartenstein. Oh, that guy ain't that good. Oh, he's gonna go back to the same dumb shit he was doing before. I really hate it. I hate the double standard. But I had to say something about this video, because I see that on Twitter, even this not this account here, site NYK. Let me give them some respect to site NYK, always posting good stuff, always reposting good things. What's the other one? Zero here. I'm not too sure about this person, but big up to them too. I'm definitely showing their video here. So not their video, their reshare of a video. So definitely show them respect. But yeah, man, I'm just tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the bullshit in general. All the stuff here that I talked about on today, as far as the '90s Knicks, as far as the Marbury stuff, as far as the Diddy stuff, the Precious stuff, Jericho stuff, the Mook Morris, and all the narratives that surround these different topics, man. I just want to stop the bullshit, stop the fantasy talk, stop the garbage basketball takes. Stop attacking people's character based off of stupid ass videos that you see like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just can't stand it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait till the season starts. We're almost there. We're basically a month away. It's about to be September 20th right now. So we're talking about basically a full month from now. The NBA season was, so we're definitely going to be in preseason already. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be at the end of preseason, getting ready for this for the home opener, and waiting for the season to start, man. So let's start to prepare for that. And on my channel, this is where we're going to be gearing up to. We're going to be doing things like that, talking about the Knicks going forward, entering the season, man. So hope you guys enjoyed the podcast, man. Please check out the last ones that just popped up that I popped up the last week. Tune in for more content during this week. Shout out to our content creators here. We got Tony Crow in the place. Just stop by to hit the thumbs up. Yeah, hit that thumbs up on the way out if you're nasty, man. Also subscribe too. I'm gonna start cutting you guys off that are not subscribed. Those that are not subscribed should not be commenting. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't subscribed, please check and subscribe, because I'm gonna start cutting off people that are commenting that are not subscribed. You know what I'm saying? So if you come on the channel and comment and you like the comment, please make sure that you subscribe. That way it can count. It shows that you support the channel. Also support Tony Crow too. He has his own stuff that he does, own way of doing content. Let him, so support all content creators, not just the ones that anyway. I need the preseason to get here too, bro, man. But anyway, your boy Eru is getting up out of here. Dire Knicks podcast and the place to be. Once again, shout out to Trav B. Ryan on the Dire Knicks theme song. We're gonna get into that here at the end of the pod. As we do on the channel, 4 fingers to the forehead, tucking the thumb salute. See you guys later. Peace.
Eru, I see you. Die hard. Trav. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard, homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, he need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves and he's feeling out of place, cause he is for the team and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder.